If you're not subscribed, can you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button? Help us hit our next milestone and be a part of this community that we're trying to build. Also, there are time codes down below. And make sure to stay to the end for a special message and additional information on the future of this series. Welcome back to the second half where we showcase your builds from Gundam Breaker 4. And unlike the first episode that we did, this one, I'm not going to spend too much time talking to y'all, but I will say a couple of things. Be aware you could treat this more like a promo run, so you'll probably see changes here or there. But also, I will link the first episode down below so you can check that out because it's technically the first half to this one. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out this build. So, what do y'all think about the intro? Let me know down below. Do you like it? Should I make it longer? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying something new here, so you gotta let me know. Beyond that, we're going to go ahead and check out Dark Caster's X1 submission called The Dark Angel. And first, let's go ahead and check out the build. Checking out this build seems to have a heavy Unicorn Gundam influence. Now, going down the list of parts that was used in this build, we start off with the head using the Phoenix Unicorn Gundam 3. The body uses the Banshee Unicorn Gundam 02. As for the right arm, they use the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. The left arm is also the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. The legs is also using Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. As for the backpack, we're using the Wing Gundam Zero's Endless Waltz version. For the weapons, and my bad because I'm probably going to butcher this. Heck, if you've been on this channel for long enough, you already know I'm horrible at pronunciation. So the great thing about this channel is that if you want the correct pronunciation, I recommend you check out the comments down below. There will probably be somebody down there to let you know exactly how you're supposed to say it, just in case I get this wrong. But anyways, getting back to the weapons, both the right and left arms are equipped with the SIG Maxis rifle. As for the close range, the right arm is equipped with the beam scissor, and the left arm is equipped with the chain mine. As for the shield, it is equipped with the GN shield from the GN-X3. Now we're on to the builder parts, and these first three I'm going to name off are not paired, but they can be put as a pair, so I'm going to name them off as a pair, and then the rest of them, I'm going to let you know what they are. And just in case you're watching this video without playing Gundam Breaker 4, a pair part is basically, for example, let's say I choose a missile launcher to be placed on the right shoulder. Well, if I do a pair, that same part will be duplicated on the left shoulder, exactly the same, just opposite ends. Be aware though, not every part can be paired. Anyways, let's get back to the builder's parts. For the first pair, we're looking at the micro missile launcher. The second pair is the 5-tubed missile pod. And the third pair are the shield bits. As for the last two parts, they are the IFS unit and the ABC cloak shape 2. Now I'm going to let the rest of this play out so you can know how to build it yourself, and then we'll be back when we get to the training. So now that we made it to the training part, I'm going to go ahead and go down the list of skills that's equipped to this build and also showcase some of the attacks for this build. So the EX skill sets equipped to this build. First, we have the NT-D, which comes from the Banshee Unicorn's body. Next, we have the Shield Bits, which comes from the Shield Bits builder's parts. Lastly, we have the Beam Gatling Guns, which comes from the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. Now, for the Awakening type, they went with the Assault Stimulant, and for their burst action, they went with the Soft Chest Touch from the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. They also have two other EX skills that are listed that are not showcased, which is the Shield Funnels and the Active Cloak after mastering a part from the Gundam Live Lance Haven. Since they brought up master skills, this gives me a good reason to let you know why I'm not going over OP skills in this video. So, I'm not sure if you saw the last video, but I'm skipping OP skills and technically just master skills in general for two reasons. First, I didn't realize you can keep the OP skills once you actually master a part, so that kind of messed me up. And secondly, I haven't unlocked all the skills yet, so because of that, I'm unable to go through all the OP skills or any master skills. So here's what I'm going to do. Later in this video, I'm going to go ahead and list all the skills that are supposed to be featured on this build. I do plan on fixing these issues in future videos, but like I said earlier, this is more of a trial run to see how this series goes, and I'm going to figure things out as we move forward. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let this showcase play out because it's almost done, and then I'll be back in the next section where I'm going to let you know what I think of this entire build. Now I'm going to use this section to let you know what I think about this build. Disclaimer before I get started, I am not a critic and this is not a review. I do not do reviews on your builds. Good or bad, everything I say is strictly personal preference. For example, I'm not the biggest Zaku fan, so if you send me a Zaku build, I may not like it that much, but that does not mean it's a bad build or you're bad at what you're doing. It's just my personal preference. Vice versa, I more prefer Gundam looking builds. And just because I think it's great, when everybody else gets their hands on it and tries to build it themselves, it could be a horrible build. Again, for me, this is personal preference, and I recommend when I get done with this video, go ahead and try this build yourself. Let me know what you think. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to my thoughts. So when I first tried this build in the game, I'm going to be honest with you, this thing was fun. I was very surprised at how much fun I was going to have with this build. I will say it was definitely weird making this so big. You know, that's the one that I never did. I never tried to make a really tall kit. I never really messed with the scale. So actually messing with the scale, that was the first time I did this in this game, and yeah, this is a pretty tall kit. Could honestly be confused for a master grade, which I actually did build my own master grade build in this game. But I absolutely do like this build. It's definitely fun. I enjoy all the weapons. One of my favorite weapons is the micro missile launcher. It's probably one of my favorite weapons in this build. Now, be aware that I'm playing this on the PS4. But when I put the wear and tear up, or my fault, the weathering. Sorry about that. The weathering. It doesn't look that good when you get really close. But again, I think it's because I'm playing this through the PS4, which if you watched it earlier, you can see it kind of looks mushy in a way. But I also do like the wear on this kit too. I think it fits, especially the dark build and the dark vibe. I'm not gonna lie, having the wings on the back is a great touch, but that's a little biased of me. I always like figuring out how to use the wing gun and wings, so I always love that backpack. What can I say? I just think the wings on a Gundam looks cool. Yes, the scythe works great on this kit, and I mean, honestly, I can imagine if I was playing or fighting against this build real time, I could see this thing coming out the shadow as big as it is and just destroying you. So you know what, a good example, go back and watch the debut of the Death Side Hell in Gundam Wing. That's literally how I see this thing appearing. But I mean, I don't really have much else to say except I definitely enjoyed this build. I am surprised how the green works with the black. I normally don't like green, but the green and black actually does work well together. So yeah, this was a really, really good build. I really don't have much else to say except I enjoy it. I like this build. I had a lot more fun with this build than I thought I would. But these are my thoughts. Like I said, I enjoyed this build. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. I had a lot of fun with it, especially fighting bosses. I love going against bosses with this build because of how big it is. But again, I think it's a good build. And you know what? Like anything I showcase on this channel, you should try to build it yourself and let me know what you think. So there you go. This is the Dark Angel. Definitely enjoy this build. And I want to thank Darkcaster X1 for your submission. I definitely appreciate it. And if you would like a chance for one of your builds to be featured on this channel, I'll leave a link down below where you could go ahead and submit your build for a chance to hopefully be featured in an upcoming video on this series. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let this gameplay keep going, and I'm going to let my future self tell you more about this series and the future plans for this showcase moving forward. Shout out to my past self, and now I want to tell you about what we're going to do with this series and how things are going to work moving forward. So by the time this video releases, it will probably release Christmas week. I don't know if it's going to release Christmas Day, before Christmas, or after Christmas, but because of that, I just want to say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you tend to celebrate. So I want to start off by saying that. And now, so I'm just going to say it like this. I'm probably not going to come back to this series until probably either the end of January or the first week of February. And the reason being for that, there's a couple of reasons. One, I have seen y'all already send your builds since the recording of this video. And so I want to give more time for y'all to submit your builds. Secondly, after working on this one, and you know, I definitely cleaned some things up from the last video. There's still some kinks I want to try to work out and some things I want to figure out. So that's another reason. Also, I have a lot of videos I'm currently recording right now, and I want to knock all those out before I come back to this series. I also need to take the time and try my best to unlock as many OP skills as I can, because there's so many OP skills that I need to unlock. So I need to take time to play through Gundam Breaker 4 so I can better showcase your completed builds, because at this point I don't have any OP skills. I only have a few OP skills unlocked, I should say, but I need to get a lot more unlocked so I can actually properly do the series correct. So I'm going to need time to do that, and that's why I'm going to take a hiatus from the series. And again, like I said, I only did this one because I really want to try this out, get this out there, just because I do want to continue this series. So this series is going to be a reoccurring series. And with that being said, there's a couple of things I need to say when you do your submissions. If you go to that link in the description, it's going to lead you to a website. On that website, you download the PDF. And when you're in that PDF, all the way at the bottom, there should be a section that says description or additional information. In that area, in that box, make sure to add 2 things. Shout out to Darkcaster for bringing this to my attention because they're totally right about this. If you're going to add builder's parts, make sure in that section to add the equipment location. Also, make sure you add your OP skills in that section too. I will be redoing that PDF, or I should say building on that PDF to fix those issues. But as of right now, just put all that in the description and additional information. Also, a few more things I want to say about that PDF when you submit your builds. First off, where it says your name, nickname, never add or use your real name. Just put a nickname. That's all I need. Do not put your real name. Secondly, the social media tag, if you put that in there, I'll make sure to shout out your social media. And also, don't be afraid to add a little description about your build, your play style, how you utilize it, how you came up with the concept. I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool to know what your idea was in basically creating your build. So one of these days, probably when I come back, maybe the first episode I actually come back with this series, I may do one of my builds. I may do that. Why not? I want to make sure, because I know I said it before, but I want to make sure it's clear. If you send me your build, it does not mean I'm necessarily going to go over it. And also, if I've already gone over your build, depending on how many submissions I get, I don't want to do people's build, like the same person's build over and over and over again. I won't say I won't do it, but it just depends on the submissions, because I want to give as many people who submit a chance for their build to be featured. I mean, only because I think that's just fair. And so I want to make sure that I give as many people a chance, but that does not mean I will not showcase another of your builds. It just depends on how many submissions that I get. So simply keep sending your submissions in, because when I come back, I want to make sure to do these consistently. I also want to let y'all know, I do see your comments. Even if I don't respond, I do read them. It's just right now, I'm not in a place where I can respond. Other things going on right now. And I'm just hyper focused on trying to get as many of these videos done. So just because I'm not responding does not mean I don't see them. But I will make sure to respond as soon as I can. I just got a lot of things going on behind the scenes I gotta take care of. And also I also want to focus on these videos. But I do want to let you know that if you are sending your comments, I am seeing them, and I do apologize for not responding, because I know some of y'all have questions, and the only reason why I'm not responding is really because I'm just, having to take care of other things. I'm a little busy, or I'm away, and that's just what it is. But I will make sure to respond to as many comments as I can when I can. So just give me a little bit of time. Heck, who knows? I may do another comments address. That's another reason why I try not to respond to your comments so fast either. It's because sometimes I want to let them build to do a comments address. So I do want to make sure that you're aware that I apologize for not getting you back to you quick enough, because I know some of y'all have questions, but honestly, it's just got things going on and just got things I got to take care of. But just know I do see them, and I will respond to as many as I can when I can. So just give me some time. When it pertains to this channel, I got one more video I'm going to do. And then most likely in January, I'm going to start picking up on a lot of my videos. So again, I've said this earlier, I'll say it here again. I apologize for not giving y'all a lot of content. Heck, I apologize for not streaming. Again, got things going on in my life, and I'm trying to get things kind of resolved. So I could continue to upload consistently. It's been killing me that I haven't been able to upload like I want to, but I plan on changing that most likely starting in January. So the goal of this is to get back to that consistency. So give me some time. I'm just gotta take care of some things, but the goal is January. I should be back with consistent uploads. So, and I want to make sure that y'all know, just because I haven't been posting for December, don't think I'm gone. No, I got other things I am working on, and I do have videos that are ready to go. So just because you haven't seen anything doesn't mean I'm not doing nothing. I'm always doing something, and again, I will be back to consistency. So I just got to get some things organized, and then hopefully I could get back to giving y'all some consistent uploads. Also, I want to let y'all know that I do have an Instagram and a Vero. I haven't posted on those accounts as much as I would like to, but make sure to go over there and subscribe, because who knows, I might go ahead and start posting some of your builds over there. So make sure to subscribe to see what I do. Again, I know I haven't been on those social medias that much, but I do plan on picking up. But anyways, with that being said, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to give you an update on a little bit about the channel. Again, I got one more series coming out at the end of this year. And, well, actually at the end of this year, and then I got a big, huge account overview, and that's going to be a long one in January. Sorry it's going to be so long, but I want to make sure that I go through everything. But the big thing is, I just wanted to make sure that you know what's going on with this series, and just to let you know, this series is going to continue. It's going on hiatus. Oh, one more thing before I go. I want to ask y'all for some help. There are two things I need from y'all. One, if anybody knows where I could find a list of all the skills that are in Gundam Breaker 4 and what they do, like a small description, please let me know in the comments down below, because I don't have time to go through every skill and figure out what they do, and I just don't have time. So if anybody has or can find a list for me that showcase all the skills and what they do here on Gundam Breaker 4, that would help me out. And lastly, anybody who knows anything about 3D modeling, I'm trying to find a bunch of free OBJ files on Gundam models. So if anybody knows where I can find free OBJ files on Gundam models, please let me know, because I'm trying to find a bunch of them, because I want to use them for upcoming videos, particularly on Gundam content that I decide to do. So if anybody knows where I could find free, because I can't afford to pay for them right now, free OBJ files of Gundam models, 3D models, let me know. But anyways, with that being said, that's all I want to leave y'all with. I'll be back. The last video of the year will be an unknown updates video. And then after that, I'll see y'all most likely next year. And hopefully next year will be a more better and consistent year. And again, if this is your first time to this channel, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you submit your builds so you have a chance to be showcased on this channel. And make sure to subscribe. Help us hit this next milestone.